What's good, everybody? In today's video, I want to go over the brand new charms, cursed charms that are actually pretty crazy that have been added in the new game plus feature of Ghost of Yotei. In this video, we're going to break all of that stuff down, so let's go ahead and jump straight into this. To start things off, as soon as you start up a brand new game plus world, Atsu is going to notice that there is a merchant that has set up camp near her house. His name is going to be Masujiro. Now, Masujiro has two brand new armor sets. We're going to jump straight into those now. You have the Oyuki armor, and you also have the Ina armor. As of right now, the requirements in order to get these two armors are going to be 15 ghost flowers, which is a brand new currency. Now, on top of that, right now, it only gives you a description saying it's beautifully crafted, but it doesn't necessarily tell us what the new features to this armor set are going to be. Kind of unfortunate. Maybe if I have the money to purchase it, it's going to tell me, but for right now in this menu, it doesn't tell me. To follow things up with that, you are going to be able to increase your sake capacity, which is a wild quality of life change. I'm really excited about this one. Just to have some extra sake capacity would have been nice in base game. So now we have a chance to go ahead and get those right here in New Game Plus. It's going to cost you ghost flowers as well as some coin. Dropping down, we have a bunch of weapon kits, and I have to be honest with you, the Yaris look absolutely insane, guys. These are some of the best looking weapons in the game for the Yari, and they look way better than all the base game versions. Of course, all the other weapon kits are nothing to sleep on. You have things like the Violet Shadow, Blooded Steel, the Humble Swordsman, which is a training sword. This is kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember when my brother used to train in martial arts and he had a training sword, and then of course he ranked up and got himself a couple of real swords. Man's a beast. But anyways, shout out to my brother, by the way. But yeah, next up we have the Odachi. Of course, we have the Kusarigama and all the different designs here. There's 3 new ones. And finally, 2 brand new designs for the Yumi. Now, when it comes to armor dye, you're going to be able to get yourself a brand new one right here. That's going to be for the Bounty Master armor. The shamisen dyes, you have a black one, which is the Midnight Shamisen, which looks absolutely amazing. I'm actually excited and I can't wait to try to get this one. And on top of that, you have the Sakura Shamisen, which is also another welcome change. In the charm section, this is where the game gets interesting. There's 2 different types of charms in the game now in New Game Plus. All the brand new ones that they jumped into the game, like this one right here, the Charm of Taming. When you play the shamisen, it turns nearby hostile animals into allies, which is something that I already thought was in the game, but that was only for one specific quest line. It's pretty cool that they actually took that mechanic and expanded upon it. So now we have the ability to turn those bears into allies. I don't know if that's permanent or if that's just for a set duration. It doesn't state that here, so it might be an actual permanent change until the bear despawns. Moving on from there, we have the Charm of Andro's Wrath. After using Andro's Will, you will have a minor chance to trigger Andro's Howl, which is pretty cool. The Charm of Mauling is going to be in the game now, and wolf attacks make enemies vulnerable for a minor duration. All melee weapons inflict maximum stagger damage against vulnerable enemies, which is phenomenal. Up next, we have the Charm of Iron Grip. This one is kind of broken. You can no longer be disarmed in the game. I'm wondering if this charm, as well as another charm on this list, are going to be usable against Takizo. I'm pretty sure they are usable, but I don't know if they're going to work or not. That would be extremely interesting if you could never be disarmed from Takizo. That makes this fight a lot easier if his yellow attack is giving you any types of trouble. That goes for any attack, a yellow attack in the game, but definitely for Takizo. Moving on from there, this is going to jump us into the cursed charms. There's 4 to be exact as of right now. We have the Charm of Misfortune. You no longer gain resources or ammo from fallen enemies. Straight up, you just can't. You will be able to gain a minor chance to drop ghost flowers from enemies. So it's another way to get your hands on this brand new currency. Up next, we have the Charm of the Cursed Spirit. Actions that use spirit cost twice as much, and this is the charm that I'm really interested in. Using this against Takizo. After a recent update not too long ago, they raised the lethal difficulty revive from 2 to 3. So does that mean if you wear this charm, it's going to take you up to 6 spirit in order to revive yourself for the lethal difficulty fight of Takizo? If that's the case, this charm is kind of crazy, meaning you just got 1 shot. Good luck. From there, we have this charm right here, which is going to curse you. All successful enemy attacks are fatal, and Andro's will is completely disabled and taken out of the game. That is a tough ask. While cursed ghost flowers have a moderate chance to drop from enemies, which is just how a lot of these charms work. I think this is trying to help you get more of these ghost flowers, so it's kind of a reward for you using these more difficult things. And if you're playing on lethal difficulty, this is going to be a way to really nerf your character on your own and make the game a lot harder, because 2 things are going to be happening to your character. First, you have the curse that is going to be implemented with each one of these charms if you're wearing it, and then that charm is taking up the slot of another charm you could have been using for your build. So if you feel like you're overpowered, this is a great opportunity to really fine-tune this game and make the lethal difficulty a hell of a lot harder. But moving on with the other charms, we have the charm of terrors. It increases all chances to terrify enemies by a minor amount. The charm of wolf stalking, assassinations in areas where wolves can be summoned have a minor chance to summon the wolf instantly. The wolf performs a stealth assassination if it is able to, which is pretty cool. The charm of the drunken master, which is personally one of my favorite ones, and I'm really excited for both of these drunken master charms. The first one states, while drunk, attacks make enemies vulnerable. All melee weapons inflict maximum staggered damage against vulnerable enemies. And the next one, the charm of the drunkard, while drunk, your attacks are unblockable, but you will be unable to block enemies' attacks, which I'm fine with that. Your drunken state will last longer for a minor duration. Mixing this in with my drunken mercenary build, I'm really excited to see the new dynamic with a bunch of sake, ways to get your sake back after taking down an enemy and looting them. You have the ability now to go into the accessibility options and auto loot enemies, which is awesome now, so you don't have to click on it. There's so many quality of life changes in the update that you definitely don't want to miss out on. So if you haven't already seen my patch notes guide, go ahead and take a look at this video. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But finally, let's go ahead and wrap things up with the final charm on the list, which is the charm of confusion. Assassinations on enemy leaders will confuse them, turning them into allies for a minor duration. The leader will then die when the effect wears off, so that kind of makes sense, and you just have more ways to make your enemies your ally. That's going to be all the brand new charms that they just threw into the game, and I'm actually pretty excited to see some of these cursed charms in action. Now, we have some brand new hats, and I'm not going to lie to you, my favorite one is the Dark Nambang. This is all me right here. I cannot wait to get my hands. This is going to be the first hat that I'm going to go ahead and purchase out of all of these. Of course, we have brand new masks, because it wouldn't be a Ghost of Yotei game without a couple of brand new masks. This mask looks crazy, by the way, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then at the bottom, of course, you have the ammo and resources, as well as the sell option for this vendor. That's gonna be all the brand new things that they just threw into the game in this new update. It's exciting times if you are a Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei fan. And just before we get out of here, another feature that has been added in the new game plus is going to be over in the gear section. As you can see, we have a 6th loadout slot, so you can finally make another loadout for your character as soon as you jump into a new game plus run. This wasn't available on my previous save on a regular run, so on the base game, but as soon as I jumped into New Game Plus, it was available. So I think that is going to be the prerequisite for this. Let me know down in the comment section below if it was the same for you. But for me, I didn't receive this until I jumped into a New Game Plus run, which is awesome. I'm excited to have another loadout slot. I definitely needed one, and I'm definitely going to use it, especially to experience the brand new curses. Now, if you're wondering what exactly carries over to your New Game Plus run, it looks like just about everything. My melee weapons are all here, my range options and all of their upgrades are here as well as quick fire. So if you went all the way and platinum this game, all of that stuff carries over into your new version, and you're good to go. So there's not going to be anything new for you to pick up unless you go to visit the new vendor. Of course, if you didn't platinum the game, that still doesn't mean that your stuff carries over. It does carry over regardless, so do not worry about it. Up in the top left, you can see all of the money that I received, as well as the flowers that I received are also there as well. And at the very bottom, we have that brand new indicator, which is going to be for the ghost flowers. And the ghost flowers are going to be the driving force for a new Game Plus run. You're going to need that to get all of the brand new features that have been added, like the new charms, as well as cosmetics. So yeah, that is a must-have for your adventure moving forward. Now, all of the progress with any of your companions like the wolf pack has been absolutely reset. You are going to be able to name your wolf as soon as you jump into the world, and my horse was already named for me as well. I am curious, if I go to the horse stable and do that quest line again, will I get to choose a different horse this time around if I want to? Do I get to keep my same horse? I'm pretty sure it's going to work the same way it did before, but that is a great question that I will let you guys know in a pinned comment later on. And when it comes to the growth section, all your core abilities, anything that you unlocked, all of this stuff is still here. So you don't have to go back out of your way to get any of it. You can just carry on from where you left off to go ahead and finish out your character. So I hope that answers all the questions that you need. If you have any more, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But that's going to be all for today's video. If you found it helpful and informative, I would greatly appreciate it if you smash the like button for me. Consider subbing so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and absolutely everything else you need for Ghost of Yotei and your favorite games. I got you covered. It's your boy MSensei for now though. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here.